Hello, I'm Brian with Overcoming Obstacles to Health. Another video on paddleboarding. In this instance, it's inflatable paddleboard. A common topic that comes up is, why does it take so long, and is there any way I can have better use of my energy in pumping up the paddleboard without buying an electric pump? In my other video, I was talking about paddling technique and falling forward, kind of like this drinking bird where you're falling, and so that's going to put a lot of stress on the back as you're falling forward. So a good workout or warm up is to activate the front line, and in pushing the pump down, that's exactly what we get. We're getting a good core workout to kind of support our back for our paddling that we're about to do. So I've got it completely deflated here. I have another board that has the 3-stage pump. I'm going to use this one that just it's a 1-chamber. The other one's 2-chamber pump, just to make it a little more fair on if anybody doesn't have a better pump. And then one thing I've been doing too is this connection sometimes twist out as you're pumping. So I'll go ahead and put a little bit of a twist on the hose so that it helps to keep it in place. This pump does have a little stopper to make it more forceful or get a little more effectiveness on the pull up and down with the pumping. When it gets harder, I'll take that little plug out and it'll be a little easier to pump. So good. If you want, you can pause and see how long. Well, actually, I'm going to talk about it first. So first off, different things I can do is in this position, I can have both feet on here, and I want to bend my knees. So as I'm doing this, I'm not going to cheat and start yet, but I'm bending my knees, dropping my hips, using my weight, trying to keep it straight as I can. I can also come back with a lunge here, and I'm trying to drop my weight. I'm letting it go, like my legs are giving out, and then switching feet. So there's the main things that I do, and of course it takes a lot of perseverance and breath, and you might need some water if you need a break, whatever the case. So I'll go ahead and start. So if you want to pause it, you can check and see. I'll have to look at it later and see. I haven't been doing it much this season, so I'll see what I can do. All right, let's go ahead. So I'm bending at the hips, just kind of like the paddleboarding. Now first, I'm not bending my knees and dropping my hips. When I get tired doing this, then I'll start to bend my knees more. And at this part, it's a little easy to going, so you can go a little faster. This one is working more on the pull up to push air in. So you'll have to fast forward this, or I'll probably fast forward it if I can edit it later. So I'm starting to get a little tired. So I'm going to go ahead and slow it down just a little bit. Take a foot back. It's getting rigid. I mean, it's starting to fill up, but it's still not going to register on the pump yet. Usually about 7 psi or more. Now I'm going to bend my knees more. I'm getting a little tired. This one, my stroke is hardest on pulling it up. So I'm going to use my legs. And I got to keep my lats pulled in, my arms to my side, or else I'm going to be pulling my shoulders up and aggravating things. About 7 psi now. I do prefer my other pump. The other one inflates on the push and the pull, up and down. This one's only doing it as I pull up. So I'm probably going to get to about 10 psi, and then I'll take that little plug off to make it a little easier. So I'm at 9. So I'm really having to pull up, keep my arms locked in, use your lats, help give you strength, and your legs to push up straight. I'm going to be pulling my arms up like this. Okay, I'm already at 10. Taking this little plug out. Now my stroke is on the push. So what you could alternate to this earlier, depending on what you got for a pump. So I'm already at 11 psi. Now I got to really use my drinking bird fall forward because I'm getting tired. Uh, 12 psi, going slowly. I'm going to go to 15. My board recommends 14 to 18. Uh-oh. It started coming loose here. Lost a little pressure. So I'm falling forward. Uh-oh, keeps loosening up. We did this last time. I keep losing a PSI every time. Okay, I'm at 14. So it's kind of like a sprint or a run. You're going to be breathing that much. And I'm just about 15 now. I'm going to go to 16, just a little bit more. And I'll bring over the camera so you can see it. Although I may have to do something with this hose because it did that the last time. It keeps coming loose here. All right at about 16. The other last things is hopefully you enjoyed this video or found it useful. If you do, like and subscribe, and also have a Facebook and Instagram pages as well. You can find all that information at brianpruzzo.com. I have the hyperlinks there. I also do some yoga classes, functional fusion as well. Let me come grab the camera. I'm going to bring it up. Lastly, we'll close out on the gauge. So thank you all so much for joining me with this video. And I hope that's coming out. All right, have a great weekend on the water or whatever day of the week it is that you watch this video.